Hi everybody, this is Cheryl with Stamp with Cheryl. You can find me on Facebook, or you can also go to my website, which I'll post there on the screen for you, to shop anytime or get more information on Stampin' Up's products. Today I wanted to share with you just a few basic different types of stamps that we carry and different types of stamps that you can choose from depending on your personal preference and what you would like to use. I'm going to start with the most common, our wood mount stamps, and this happens to be an individual stamp. You can also get wood mount in a lot of different sets when you have multiple stamps in a set. Today I'm going to actually be using two Blended Bloom and the Watercolor Thank You, and they come in a little bit thicker DVD case, easy to storage. You can stack, put on a bookshelf, however you choose to store your stamps that way. It's very easy and very space effective. I'm going to start out with Blended Bloom, and the wood mount stamps come with a block, and when you receive them you get a block and you get a die cut stamp and die cut matching coordinating decal. So you just want to stick your decal on the one side and peel off the backing and stick your die cut stamp right on the front of your block, and then you're ready to go. It's permanently put on there, so every time you pull out your wood blocks, they're ready to go. I'm going to use Tempting Turquoise, one of our classic Stampin' Pad ink colors. I'm going to just flip that open. Now there's a couple different ways. It's up to you how you choose to do it. Some people like to use a kissing technique and just kind of kiss the stamp and the ink pad together till it's covered. You can also lay them flat and take your pad and ink it up that way so you know the whole image is covered. I prefer to put mine down flat and just gently tap. The more you use the stamps, the more you'll adjust to the different. If you tap too hard, you might get a lot of ink down in the recessed areas of your image, and then you won't get a clean image when you go to stamp it. So you want to just kind of get the feel of how heavy to tap that on your ink pad. Now, I prefer to use a mat behind all of my projects. I'll be only using part of this image, so then I'll have my mat behind me to kind of let the rest of the image kind of go off of the page. So I'm just going to press that down here, like so. And I'm going to ink it back up in the Tempting Turquoise, which is one of my favorite colors. And I think I'll put this one over here in this corner, like so. How pretty is that? I love this flower. Blended Bloom gives you a lot of opportunity to watercolor and fill in, but that would be a whole nother video, so you can wait for that one if I do well here on this video for you. Now I'm going to use my Stays On Jet Black ink pad. It's more of a permanent ink. It's great to use for watercoloring because you know the black outline of your image will stay there. And the same thing again, wood mount stamp. And I'm going to tap on Thank You onto the ink pad so I know the whole image is covered. And I'm just going to stamp it right on here. Just like that. And this Thank You gives you sort of a watercolor look there automatically. And I love it. Now you might think that's kind of plain. I think it's kind of pretty only because I like black and turquoise together, but look what happens when you can add it to a turquoise card base. It really makes it pop. I'm going to move on to the next type. We have our clear mount stamp sets, and they are made to mount onto our acrylic blocks, which come in multiple sizes. You can order them in different sizes depending on what stamp sets you have, or order the whole set if you'd like. Once you invest in these acrylic blocks, then you don't have to buy them ever again, and your stamp sets will come in a thin DVD case. A little more cost effective and a little easier to store because it's in a thinner case that fits on your shelf a lot easier. When you get the clear mount stamp sets, it's the red rubber you'll get a sheet of your die cut stamps. I've already put some of these together, as you can see. And basically, what you want to do is pop out your stamps, each one individually. And the easiest way to put that, we're using Cottage Greetings. It's a cute little stamp set. It also coordinates with one of our awesome kits that are in the annual catalog. And what you want to do is on the sheet that comes with it, with your labels, you want to leave the label in the sheet and just peel off. There's a little perforation in the middle of each. Of course, I can't get it because I'm on film. It happens every time. But you want to keep that label in there. Take our little pieces out of the way. And then peel off the back. Just like that. And then that way you can just kind of match up the outline of the stamp right to that over the label. And voila, you have it on there. Perfect every time. I'm going to move that to the side. Now I've chosen to use I'd Be Lost Without You for this next project. I'm going to show you real quick using these stamps. These basically, you can put them down and they cling right to the acrylic blocks. Like I said, I'm just going to show you for basic purposes. You hold it down for a second and it kind of creates a suction there to make it cling to your block, and then you're all ready to go, ready for stamping. And then when you're all done, you just peel it back off and stick it in your case and move on to your next project. Okay, so I have the I'd Be Lost Without You stamp from that set already mounted on this block here. Take another piece of paper here, and we're going to do it this way. And then I'm going to take this other set. I just fell in love with it. It's called Hey Girl, and it's a great set for younger ladies, or if you've got a lot of younger ladies or granddaughters or daughters in your life or nieces. Great to make cards for them, lots of fun. I kind of love it because I fell in love with the little Scotty dog and the butterflies. I'm a big butterfly person, and you can do lots of stuff with the balloons. So same thing, this is a photopolymer stamp set, and photopolymer comes in the same thin DVD case. And it comes in a sheet that looks like this. And as you can see, photopolymer are totally see-through. They're a little bit thinner than the red rubber clear mount stamps. And you can just kind of peel off whichever stamps you want, and they stick right to your block. And as you can see here, instead of using 3 individual blocks, which I could have done with each of these, I kind of made a little scene here on my block. And as you can see, they just kind of peel off. You can stick them on wherever you want on your block, just like that. And when you're all done, you can stick them right back on your sheet and put them away. They cling really well. They're a little bit thinner, as I said. We're going to go right back into the jet black StazOn again. That's my go-to black. I like it a lot for all of my sentiments, and especially for watercoloring projects. And I'm going to just take this right here, ink up my I'd Be Lost Without You. I love that. I got a lot of friends out there that I'd be lost if I didn't have them. And I'm just going to stamp that right down the bottom, just like that. And then I'm going to take my little Scotty dog and his little friend, the butterfly there, and I'm going to go ahead and ink them up as well. Make sure I get them good there, all set, ready to go on here. And I'm just going to kind of put them right here. A little even pressure there. Pull them off. There you go. Now I think it's cute just how it is, if you prefer, like black and white, but I'm going to also show you a little bit. These are our Stampin' Right markers. Each of our Stampin' Right markers, they have 2 separate ends. They have one end that's more like a pen for smaller areas or for writing. And then they have a longer paintbrush type end for bigger spaces or watercoloring, that kind of thing. I'm going to be using here, I got Pear Pizzazz and rose red. So I'm gonna go in here because I think he'd look really super cute, or she, I guess I should say, because I'm gonna make her pink bow here. I'm gonna go ahead and fill in this cute little collar she has on, and I'm gonna come in and fill in just a little bit of color on my butterfly. Super cute. I love this. I would love to get this in the mail with the little Scotty dog. Of course, I love all dogs. So when I saw this, I right away fell in love with it. Now I'm just going to take this end here, and since we got little grass down here, I'm just going to go right over top of those. Just kind of highlight the grass down there. Now how cute is that? Now same as the other card we made. If you put a little coordinating color pop right behind it, you get something that just really pops. And how cute would that be to get in the mail? I absolutely love it. And there you go. Wood mount, photopolymer, and your clear mount stamps. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you again on my next video. And make sure to visit Stamp with Cheryl on Facebook for daily inspiration, specials, videos, and fun and games every month, every day. Thanks.